Good afternoon. We approached the game with the intention to win the first leg. That's the way we want to do it. Not obviously it's more than 90 minutes. We will have the opportunity to consolidate our performance in Orlando, but we really want to perform in the right way and understanding that we have the opportunity and the capacity to do it. So we are not going to speculate or thinking that still we have the chance to play a second leg. We want to go and give continuity to our performances in the league as well. This is one more game. Every time we go to the field, we do it with the intention to win, and that's the intention of the team on Sunday.
Thank you, Coach, for that response. Let's get the first question from the floor. Just by show of hands, I've noted Benjamin there. Other hands as well.
Coach Benjamin Miranda, Sokaladuma. You went, the first game of the season, you went to Stellenbosch and you came back with a defeat. What does this second game mean, knowing that it's a home and away, but as well, you are the defending champions? How do you approach this game?
I think it's a bit similar to my question.
Yeah, but you didn't mention about the defeat.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. With that context, maybe. With that context, okay.
No, actually, well, the fact that we couldn't make it to win there just a few weeks ago, because it seems that we played already 6 months, but it was only a few weeks ago. It's also it's like an extra motivation because we couldn't make it. I think we played a good game, like I said several times already in Stellenbosch, but not good enough to get the result that we were looking for, and the draw gave us the opportunity to play them very soon, that we don't have to wait for the second game in the league in Orlando. We have the opportunity to go there again and try to do it better, and especially trying to get a good result, which is a winning, and that's the intention. Like I said before, we go in there with the intention to win the game. We are not looking for a specific result. Obviously, we just want to go there and be better than Stellenbosch and deserve the advantage in the end of the 90 minutes.
All right, we'll take the next question. Just by show of hands. Can't see who that is, but can you give him the...
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, everyone. Team Kulia, Coach, from Teta FM. Coach, squad rotation. Squad rotation in the MTN8. Apologies on that, Coach.
It's okay.
Apologies, everyone. Coach, squad rotation on your team. We saw it in the CAF Champions League. For 4 weeks, got his first start of the season. We saw Sipho China doing well in the league, getting clean sheets. Going to this one, MTN8 Cup Semi-Final, will we see any rotation from your team?
What does it mean, rotation, for you?
For me, rotation means other players getting a chance in the team.
Because I think we have a different view of the meaning of rotation. So there's not gonna be rotations because we don't believe in rotation. For me, rotation it's how can I say? Imagine that we played Cape Town City 3 days ago, and if the day we play Cape Town City before the game, I know who's gonna play against Stellenbosch, then we're talking about rotations. You understand what I mean? That it's already planned what we are going to do in the upcoming 3 or 4 games, because we are rotating players. But we do changes in the start 11 depending on what we need. So we change when we need to change, not like deciding that one player is going to be the number one in the league and the sub in the league is going to be the number one in the CAF or in the MTN. No, we don't do the things in that way. Do we need to refresh players and positions because we are playing every 3 days? It goes without saying. We do need to do it, but we do it when we need it, not because we plan in advance. That because if you plan in advance, then you have to, usually when you plan, you have to be very flexible in your plan. So even though we have an idea of the positions and the situations where we gonna need a sub coming in or a player who didn't play the previous game playing the next one, we don't do it in that way, if that's your question about the rotations. For me, rotation, it's that you have almost like two teams, and today you play one team, and the next game, because it's close, you play another different team. We are only one team in Orlando Pirates. And we try to use the moments of form of our players as good as possible, and the characteristic of each and every individual depending on the game that we are going to play. But there's no number one fullback for one competition and number one fullback for the next competition.
Thank you, Coach. Let's take the next question. For one here in front. I've noted you, Walter. Lorenz.
Coach, maybe you can just get the hands on.
Yeah, it's on, it's on.
From the first game in Stellenbosch at Riveiro, what did you learn about them? For example, they play slightly different to last season, and obviously playing in a different stadium, different pitch, different size pitch, different condition. Do you take that into effect in your planning?
It's probable. If you check the estimation about the weather for the Sunday, it seems that it's going to be a rainy day, heavy rain. Actually, okay, today is which day is today? Thursday still. So it can change, but it's going to affect. I think it's a windy place also. So the wind used to play an important role in Athlone Stadium. It's my first time there, but watching the game yesterday from far, which is never the reality, but from far, the grass looks a bit better than the place where we play our first game. And like I already said many times, is a good team, well organized. They used to play the games, knowing what they want in every game, with differences in between the games they played. They changed quite a bit from the first fixture till today. For example, the presence of De Jong in the start 11 is giving them different resources in attack, an interesting role and position in attack. Dangerous players in transitions, even though Titus looks that he's not going to be there because of yesterday. But still, it's a difficult team to contain, and really aggressive, especially in the beginning of the games. Understand when I say aggressive, it's like, tough and going for real to the duel. So there's many things that we need to control, and we need to be ready to do it. Our intention is again to be the team that we want to be, no matter who is in front. Even though there's probably little things that we need to do better than in the previous game we played there, if we want to, for sure, ask different questions to their defensive structure this time.
Roberto?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
First and foremost, I would like to wish you good luck going to this game. Good luck to Stellenbosch as well.
Thank you.
May the best team win. Coach, the passer has been in Riveiro form, scoring goals left, right, and center. And he's been getting a lot of high praises from the media, praises from the coaches, praises from the supporters. Something that might disturb him mentally. as a youngster? How do you motivate him? What do you tell him, to avoid, maybe to make sure that he avoids the temptations of being carried away, and then to continue with his rich vein of form?
He's 26, if I'm not mistaken. He's not. He's a mature boy, and I think like I don't like to focus so much in the individuals, but I think it's showing that he's in a different stage of his career, and maturity is playing a big role in the figures that he's getting. So the same way that I try to always keep my feet on the ground. My team is pretty much the same than myself, and we don't think about what we got last time. We want to go to the next one to make sure that again we are the better team after the last whistle, and with no exceptions, the ones who are performing in their best right now, and the other ones, and everybody in the team, it's really focused in this tournament because we have very good memories together, and we want to repeat again a good semi-final, and like we said always, we want to play every game, we want to be in every final, and to do it possible, to make it possible, we have to play very well in Stellenbosch on Sunday.
Okay, we'll take the last round of questions. Tsepo.
Thanks. Coach, good morning. Tsepo from ENC. How important is it for the team to be consistent, Coach? Because you check the past results, you win 2 here, draw there, lose there. The importance of being consistent in terms of challenging for titles this season. Thank you.
What does it mean, consistency, for you?
Means win and win and win and win.
Then we are so consistent. You should check the numbers of Orlando Pirates in the last 20, 22, 23 results, and if you find somebody more consistent than us, if consistency is about results, then you can repeat the question again.
Okay, do you have a follow-up, Tsepo? Can we give him the mic? Tsepo, a question. You don't have okay. Let's give Umto there, our post.
It was a great far post to the coach. Coach, how far is Olisanda from coming back, and how important is getting him back for you?
We have 33 players available for selection right now, and Golisa is one of them. That's how far or how close he is to be back. He's ready.
Okay, simple short answer. Let's bring it here.
Coach, how are you, Coach?
I'm alright.
Because here the citizen. Coach, games are coming in thick and fast. How are you making sure that you're managing the legs? Because you play every 3 to 4 days now before the international break. So are you going to freshen up the team for this one, and how are you managing that side of the workload?
Like I said before, at this time we have from Tuesday to Sunday, there's time enough to recover everybody. I think if we do any sub or change anybody comparing with our last game at home, it's not going to be because of the fatigue, or it's going to be just because of if the player is available or not. After the games there's always some casualties, knocks, concussions or whatever, and then the tactical perspective as well, trying to play the game before the game start, understanding what can happen there, the kind of game that Stellenbosch is going to propose, and the way that we are going to solve it. So with that premises, we try to find the proper players to play. Maybe we'll repeat the start 11, maybe not, but let's see. Like I said, still Thursday, we have a lot of things to do this week before the game, and if the concern is we are going to be fresh there, for sure we're going to be fresh and nice, for sure.
Do we have any further questions before we close? Oh, I didn't see you, Prani.
Coach Nick and then College was news. Part of your player in the regional squad. You want to tell us something about that? Maybe is it poetic justice or what?
You guys are on fire. Questions today.
I didn't understand the last sentence, but anyway, as a coach, I can only be happy and proud of the boys who have the opportunity to represent their countries, the South African ones. Dion Hoto as well is going to represent Namibia. Actually, they're going to see each other in Orlando the 8th or 9th of September, if I'm not mistaken. So happy for them. There's nothing to say. I have to respect the decisions of the national team coach. He likes our players or not. So happy to see them having the opportunity to represent South Africa, and wishing them all the best. And hopefully next time, instead of 5, we have 10, and because it's going to be a consequence of good performances with our club. So it's a good news for everyone in Orlando Pirates.
Okay, we still have about 10 minutes, so do we have any questions or we close it here? Okay, Katlego wants to have a second bite.
Coach Katlego, again, just on that, talking about the national team head coach did mention that maybe you would like to see your captain starting a bit more and getting a more prominent role. How do you respond to that? Because he's not playing like he used to almost last season.
I have no opinions about the others' opinions. In this case, he's a coach, he's a college, and I do respect each and all of them and their opinions. So I'm not used to have second opinions of others' opinions. So it's not going to be different today. But thank you for the question anyway.